Viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Even though Wooski is a sworn enemy of O-Block, the rapper originally lived in the Parkway Gardens houses, the housing project controlled by the Black Disciples. Wooski's brother was a BD named Big Mike, and he helped Wooski early on, even once he started hanging out with the Gangsta Disciples. Growing up, Wooski started rocking with dudes from the STL EBT set of the GDs like FBG Duck and Tuka, and also joined in on their beefs. At first, he avoided any smoke with Wick City, the set that would become O-Block because of his brother, Big Mike. But that didn't last long, and Wooski was eventually forced to leave Parkway Gardens and settle in the area around 63rd and St. Lawrence, the territory claimed by STL EBT. Allegedly, Wooski was forced to leave Parkway Gardens after he killed a member of Wick City named Reezy. A huge brawl broke out between Wick City and STL EBT, and Reezy would end up getting shot. Wooski would be blamed for the shooting, even though he was only 12 or 13 at the time and Reezy was much older. It's not clear whether Wooski was actually the killer or if he just got blamed for the murder because he was one of the youngest. But either way, even Big Mike couldn't protect his brother from retaliation and he had to leave Parkway Gardens for good. This brawl was one of the first major fights in the war between O-Block and STL EBT, which continues to this day. After Wooski left O-Block and got tied with FBG, he became one of the BD's main ops. This beef would get even crazier after Wooski allegedly killed another member of O-Block named Platoon. Platoon was a good friend of King Von, which would make the two rappers sworn enemies. King Von would even seek revenge on Wooski by going after his cousin Modell. Von caught both Modell and his cousin Miles lacking and shot them both. He caught Modell first, and when Miles went to help his cousin, Von showed no mercy and shot him too. Miles ended up pulling through, but Modell didn't make it. Wooski didn't see Von as much of a threat at first, but after he killed Modell, Von became his main enemy. After that, Von and Wooski started going back and forth on Twitter, dissing each other. Wooski claimed that Von had seen him at the corner store, and Von did nothing. Von responded by saying that he came back looking for him, and Wooski just ran away. They both even started bragging about how many bodies they caught, trying to one-up each other in front of the entire world. They would continue the Twitter beef for the next few years as the war between O-Block and STL only got worse. But the beef was put on hold for a while when both rappers ended up catching a case that would keep them off the streets for a while. In 2014, Von was at a house party on LaSalle Street in the Inglewood neighborhood of the South Side. During the party, a dude named Malcolm Stuckey and some guys he was with started mean mugging Von in a way that put him on edge. But because he was by himself, he didn't try anything. Instead, he went and recruited backup from none other than Big Mike, Wooski's older brother. He and Von spotted Stuckey hanging out by the porch and opened fire. Stuckey was killed in the shooting, and several of his friends were wounded trying to get away. Not long after, Von and Big Mike were both arrested and charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. Pretty cold-blooded to murder someone just for giving you a dirty look. But in the streets of Chicago, anyone mean-mugging a known savage like King Von should expect the smoke. Von and Big Mike will be fighting the case for the next 3.5 years. Meanwhile, Wooski will be catching his own case. In 2015, he got hit with a gun charge and spent the next few years locked up.